Hey everyone, Rich here, and welcome to this video on how I built my PVC pipe desk. But first, shout out to thejoyfulturtle.com for the inspiration. Link to the website in the description below. So I had the opportunity while on vacation this week to build my own desk out of PVC pipe. I came across the idea from a website when I wanted to design a new desk so I can have a little more space for a little more functionality. So this was the design that I came up with, and let's take a little tour on what's on the desktop before we get into the build. So here we have the SteelSeries Sensei mouse and a SteelSeries mouse pad. The mouse is very precise. It's very light too, but I like it. It's got 2 buttons on each side, so 4 buttons and 1 sensitivity button in the middle, as well as a scroll wheel, of course. And here we have the Poseidon Z mechanical gaming keyboard that's illuminated, if you couldn't tell. It's supposed to be blue, but I know on the screen it probably looks a little purple, but it's a good keyboard. It was very cheap too. I forgot how much it was, but glad I picked it up. And here we have the Zoom H4n audio recorder, which I'm using right now to record this voiceover. It's sitting on some connects that I had lying around. I made a little stand for it. And some foam I picked up at work. Well, I took it from work. And make a little makeshift recording booth. There's my phone. Galaxy S6 on yet another Connect stand. Watch I bought when I was in England over the summer. Underneath the monitor there is a Western Digital 2 terabyte external drive. There's my Wacom tablet, which the pen is missing. I can't find it, so I think I need to buy another one. Here's an LG ultra-wide 21-inch monitor. I like this. I can't really game with it because if I set it to 1080, it kind of stretches out the game, and but it's fantastic. Color's great on it too. Here's my first flat screen monitor I ever bought. I forgot which one it is. I know it's HP something, but I've had it for a while and it's still kicking. Now here I am taking some basic measurements. I laid out everything on the floor that I have. My PC, which if you can see the side panel's bent in because, yeah, I'm an idiot. My 2 monitors on the floor and just checking the height, especially sitting here in the chair. I'm checking the height again and because I'm about 6'4"-ish and I like it to be at least level, if not just a little bit higher. So I had to double check. You see my hand there. I'm trying to figure out keyboard placement, so I'm keeping an eye on the measuring tape there. Kind of look like an idiot, like I'm trying to use the force. Didn't quite work. Now I'm also checking out the size of the PC so I can try to gauge that and making the cabinet once I saw the picture from the website. So I wanted to see how tall it was, and eventually I measured how deep it was, because my camera just for some reason wouldn't record, except for the footage I wound up getting of the desk itself. I got lucky with that one, but here I'm also just trying to see how wide the desk should actually be, also taking into account the PC, and just trying to, again, gauge to see where I'm going to put the keypad and the mouse as well, so I can make it more comfortable for myself. So here's the basic layout that I came up with. It's actually not to scale, of course. It's just something I put together for visual reference only, as it says up in the front corner, and this is the front side of it. So here are the measurements that I wound up getting. Now you have to keep in mind that the PVC pipe itself is actually, let's say, 26 inches, but it's going to look a lot shorter because you have to take into account the size of the fitting that it's going to have to go into. So here are the pipe fittings you're going to need. This is from formufit.com. I actually got mine off of Amazon. They came in like 4 or 5 packs, but I should have just ordered it from the website, but it was listed as Prime, so I couldn't resist. The PVC pipe itself you can just get from your local Home Depot or Ace Hardware store, I think sells it, or wherever your local building supply store is. You can just get some there. I would recommend probably at least 3 10-foot lengths, maybe 4 to play it safe. I actually wound up running out of the PVC pipe that I ordered from formufit.com. I got 4 5-foot lengths, giving me 20 feet, instead of just getting 3 10-foot lengths from like Home Depot or something. So I actually wound up running out after I built the first cabinet. Now I actually had some extra PVC pipe lying around from a build I tried to do about 10 years ago or so. So actually thank heavens that I had that lying around, and I wound up building the second cabinet, which is the right cabinet, and that's where I ran into my first problem. The PVC pipe for some reason did not work out well with the fittings. I had to wind up cramming everything in there, and then it turns out that the measurements that I took did not fit properly. So the cabinet actually wound up being a little too deep and a little too high, so I had to trim some extra down. So the 26-inch PVC pipe is actually 24 inches. I think I had to take 2 inches off of one pipe just to make it fit and level. So like they always say, measure twice, cut once. So the first thing I recommend doing is building your desktop. As you can see here in the front image, you have an 8-inch, a 12-inch, and a 23.5-inch. The side that's not labeled just gets duplicated with an 8-inch and a 12-inch. Then you create another set for the other side. Then you adjoin these two pieces with 21-inch pieces. There should be 6 in total. That'll start to create your desktop and the layout for your side cabinet. Here are the PVC pipe fittings that you'll need to create the entire top and the front half. So once you're done building the desktop, it is now time to create one of the side cabinets. You need 4 26-inch pieces to create the height, 2 21-inch pieces to connect front to back, and 2 12-inch pieces to create left to right, or side to side, however you want to say it. So once you've assembled both side cabinets, attach the desktop to the cabinets and add an extra PVC piece pipe to the back bottom for extra stability. Then measure out a piece of wood, both the length and the width of your desk. You can go a little bit over, like 2 inches or so, for that extra little bit of fanciness if you want to. Then on the underside of the desk, attach the PVC pipe to the wood with pipe straps. I didn't do it because I didn't buy any, so I actually have 3 spring clamps holding mine down, but it's still pretty solid. So there you go. You have your very own PVC pipe desk that you built for cheap. Probably cheaper than IKEA. I'm not quite sure. I don't shop at IKEA. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave a comment down below, or send me an email, or contact me via Twitter, which is both in the description. And there will also be a link at some point to reference pictures and a little bit better of a layout than what you've seen in this video, but this is more of a general guideline on what I did. So again, feel free to contact me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. I totally ripped off Jack Frags. I totally did.